So you had questions about this picture that we're looking at here.
Yes.
You do? What
Ooh.
question? What questions do
Who's
you have?
who's
Who's what?
behind Chewie? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, it's only looks like a graphic, an image, I
Oh, it's a
guess.
graphic. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So it wasn't a live person.
No. Oh, there's someone in there, like a costume.
Oh, okay.
But yep. So Twitch is live. I'm just seeing the
Hi, Twitch people.
there's no one watching yet, but we are live there. So
Nice. Until we get some feelers.
feelers, yes, we get feelers. So so Chewy, there is we can pretend he's our uncle, and we're visiting
Okay.
him. We're visiting him in Disneyland, and we wanted to say hello in Wookiee. So so hats off to Mr. Uncle Chewy. And the significance of this is, I think my daughter here is less than a year old, so she's still an infant. So you
Yeah.
can tell that she's being held there by the mom, and I'm behind. And that's their aunt.
Oh,
That
the aunt. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
that's the lady with us. And then my son and Uncle Chewy,
Nice.
the Chewbacca. No, 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 his name is Chewbacca. He's a Wookiee.
Chewbacca or
I
Chewie,
keep,
don't matter.
I
Same
keep,
thing.
I keep getting get confused where I think his name is Chewbacca, but no,
It is
it is,
Chewbacca.
but he's a Wookiee, not a Chewbacca. That's where I got it confused.
Okay. The species is Wookiee.
It's
Yeah.
a Wookiee. Hey, so yep,
He's a Wookiee. He's from Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk. Wait, is that an actual planet?
Yeah, that's an actual planet.
Damn,
Chewie's
you're more nerdy than I do. And I didn't even know that.
planet.
So,
Um,
so friends and family and folks who are watching replay or live, this is my friend Daniel. He's
Hi, everyone.
we're having a show called Conversations with Friends Fellowship. It's supposed to say episode 3, but I forgot to put episode 3 in the title.
And
But
we're not talking about Star Wars here, people. We're talking about our show. Okay. Not episode 3 in Star Wars. Okay.
it did refresh. I'm sorry. My computer did refresh a while, so it stopped. So you said we weren't talking about Star Wars. We were talking about what?
No, like when you said episode 3, I wanted to let the viewers know that it is
Oh,
not
I see. It's episode 3 for our show, not
for
episode
our
3.
show.
Stop.
Yeah, because people will be like, episode 3, you mean Star Wars?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know?
So the reason why we are on Twitch is we tried to do an episode 2 via Facebook Live.
Yeah.
It conked out on us. I don't know if it was
Oh,
copyright thing that I did wrong, or I have no clue what happened to that. But that 15 minutes of a conversation that we had, it wasn't recorded. I'm still kind of going back to the page to see it's there, but that's why we're here, folks. It's
yeah.
because Twitch is a little bit more reliable in terms of streaming, and and hopefully at the end of this episode we have a good solid recording.
Yes.
So it's a good thing when you record things when you're on a live stream show. Let me just transition the scene here so that way
Yeah.
you're off to the side and we're not focusing on Uncle Chewy.
No.
Um,
Chewie had to go on the Millennium Falcon. I'm sorry, people.
so the cool thing about this type of the reason why you want to check the live feed is because you don't know if it's actually going live. It's a good thing I checked. We would have been had a great conversation and we wouldn't have anything.
Exactly. You just think that we're on live, and we're not.
Yep. And there's this one person I was trying to train. He would complain to me about, it's not reliable. It's like, uh, I'm just showing you how to do it. It's up to you to make it reliable. I'm not really.
Yeah. You got to make it reliable
Yeah.
because
I mean, the service we're streaming to, it is free. I mean, Twitch is a free platform that we can stream to. Facebook is another free platform that we can stream to. If you want to make sure it's production level quality thing, you just have to invest in more equipment, basically.
thank you at the folks at Facebook, and thank you for the folks at Twitch.
Yeah, turn it off. You have to hold down the button there. We're just putting away some equipment here. Give it here, Fredo. I just have to recharge it later right now. So, um, let's get into what we wanted to talk about after Chewy, and that is the 10 plagues of Egypt. And
Ooh.
we're not trying to kind of combat the coronavirus issue. It's just, I mean, it is somewhat. There's a lot of articles and stuff out there about the coronavirus. The CDC put out graphics of what to look out for in terms of symptoms versus the flu. But here we're just gonna just go into the 10 plagues of Egypt. I'm kind of like not new about it. I'm just haven't read it the plagues in a while. But I what I understand is that it was basically the story of Moses going into Egypt, telling Ramses to let the Hebrew people go who were slaves in Egypt. That right? Am I right with the story so far, Daniel?
That's right.
Yeah.
Moses went
Uh
into
huh.
Egypt to Pharaoh,
Hmm.
and because of Pharaoh's not willing to hear God, these plagues came upon Egypt. And this
Mm,
is what they are. First plague was blood.
blood.
And the effect of that was Pharaoh was hardened after he heard about the blood, and that will be found in Exodus 7:22. The
Exodus.
second
Wait.
plague was frogs,
So you
and
said
what
Exodus
happened
7:22.
7:22, yes,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
or the first plague.
All
Okay,
right. That's all right.
um, and that's what caused Pharaoh. He was hardened. He did, because of the blood. Okay, so that's what happened. Okay, number two, frogs, and that's 8:6, chapter 8, verse 6. Um, and the effect was Pharaoh begs relief,
Mm-hmm.
promises freedom, 8:8, but is hardened still. So he's still being hardened here, people.
Um, let's make it easier for me so I don't have to type each every
Okay.
plague.
Oh yeah, sure.
So instead of like one, two individually, give
Yeah.
me like the last eight, but slowly because I need to type this up.
Okay. All right.
Hold on.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. So the
Okay.
what's this? What's the third plague? I think
The third plague is lice.
lice.
Lice, like hair lice.
Lice. Lice,
C
and that CEE.
Yeah,
Okay,
C
and that can
Lice, like
okay,
Mike with an L.
and that can be found in what book?
8:17.
8:17. Okay, so that's 17. Okay, so fourth plague would be what?
Flies.
Flies. Wait, flies, and that can be found in what book?
8:24.
Eight. Oh, Exodus 8:24.
Yeah, we're all in Exodus. Yep.
8:24. He said.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna just pulled up the fourth plague there. The now give me the fifth plague.
Livestock diseased or
Livestock disease.
disease. So the animals were diseased.
Wait, how do you spell disease? DISE or
D
yeah,
I
S
S E A S E D.
ED. Livestock disease. Exodus
9:6.
9:6, and the sixth plague.
Boils.
BOILS.
BOILS. Yep.
Exodus. Where's that?
9:10.
9:10. Okay. That's the fifth plague. Okay. And we have what? Four more? The seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10, right?
Right.
Let, let, let's just give them all of me. So seventh is what? What?
Hail.
Hail. That's ice, right?
Right.
Hail ice.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not like little tiny
No,
ice.
no,
These
no.
are these are baseball or golf ball size ice.
Who knows? But
Well,
let's
we
check.
oh it
Let's
does
see
it
if
say
it
that in there?
says.
Okay.
Looking at 9. Let's see here about the hail.
Mm-hmm.
Looking heavy. It says, "Behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause a very heavy hail to rain down, such as it had not been in Egypt since its founding until now."
Wow.
Wow,
It
very
doesn't
heavy
very
hail.
it just says very heavy. So it could be golf ball, basketball, boulder size hail. So
We don't know, but
wow. We
heavy,
don't know. It just says heavy. What
super
book is
heavy.
that? What book is that found?
9:23
Okay. And then the eighth plague.
is locust.
Where?
10:13.
Where do you have to go, honey? Locust? Okay. Exodus 10. Okay, Exodus 10 what?
13.
13. Okay, the ninth plague,
Darkness.
darkness, and that is found in the book of
10:22.
2. Okay, and the last plague. Oh my gosh, the last plague. Oh man, this one's so heartbreaking. Let's actually save that for the last, so that
Yeah.
even for people who don't know what the 10th plague is, we'll just kind of 10th plague. We'll just leave a question mark because we know what it is. We know what it is.
Yeah, we know what it is.
I thought we left it in the car. Yeah, so we know what the 10th plague is, but for those who don't know what the 10th plague is, we'll reveal it at the end. So this is 7th and 8th, ninth, and then the 10th. We'll leave that as a mystery at the end of the show because it is a very it's a
Sad.
it's a brutal plague, and I would hate for these plagues to be given upon us again. But
Yes.
whoop, that's Nightbot. Why is the Nightbot saying it? Oh, so just a little commercial break here, Daniel. I do support a local church. that's
Ta-da.
what the that's what the Nightbot's reminding me is that I've been streaming for my church for almost about 4 years,
Yeah.
and this particular Nightbot message
Yeah.
says, if you visit the church website at this particular link for 2018 sermons, you'll see all the 2018 sermons archived on the church webpage. So that's what
There
it's
you
saying
go.
there. And then
Good to know.
and here's the other one is maybe 2017. Just
Ah.
changed the year. Yeah. So here we are continuing the live show. We're my wife has to get through. That's why I'm kind of standing up here because I'm blocking the path to the doorway.
I
And
understand.
so we're talking about the 10 plagues of Egypt, and I think the good reason, or at least kind of like try to compare it with today's. We try to compare it with the other things that we're. This it, honey? We're trying to compare with today's. I moved it there from there to the chair. So today's thing that we're combating in the real world is the coronavirus, and it would and I think the 10 plagues of Egypt kind of reminds us what that there's this plagues in the Bible that tells the wrath of God and what he or she, we don't know if he's a male or female or he just basically an entity. And yeah, so I mean, why the 10 plagues of Egypt? It's because it's the only story I can think of in the Bible that talks about, things happening to people, and it's because of the wrath of God. And it's a story about Moses going to Pharaoh, and how Pharaoh, his heart was hardened. Maybe in some weird way, our Pharaoh is Trump. Who knows? Some weird way. But again, this is more about learning about the Bible, and it's to learn the history of um, inside Exodus, and hopefully we can learn from these plagues. And the last plague, like I said, is a very I, if you guys don't know, haven't heard or read about the plagues of the Bible, we'll reveal it towards the end because it is a very
Sad
it's
one.
a, it's a very sad plague that you were not expecting when the wrath of God is on you. So, but um, what are your thoughts about the plagues so far? That now that you've went through 1 through 9 at least.
Well, we can gleam and know that these plagues were caused by a hardness and a hardiness of stubbornness, being stubborn. And what happens if we get stubborn? When we get stubborn, and a man of God or a woman of God or somebody's trying to talk to you
Hmm.
and try to come and talk to you about a message, and you get stubborn over and over. I mean,
Right.
I think we can gleam away, we can take away that, you know, what happens
Well,
because
what
there's
happens?
a
All
cost.
right, right. What happens? What's the cost of going against God? Basically, that's
Right.
what you're.
Going against God and stubbornness,
Hmm.
you
And
know?
I think in my couple of years that I've kind of been a Christian, um, in my oh shoot, in my opinion about my life, I've kind of haven't really looked at the Bible as often as I should, but um, I wouldn't say I was feral hard hearted. It's more like I, I had ideas of what the Bible was, but I wasn't aligning myself with God's
Mm-hmm.
will. And that's why I think my marriage is where it is today, where it's kind of struggling, but at the same time, it's not falling apart.
Right.
So the plagues, in my opinion, how it works for my life, it's just there's these warning signs in my marriage that says better fix it or you're gonna lose the family you've worked up to get. That's the
Oh, yeah.
warning. That's the warning sign I'm getting with my the messages I'm getting from friends, family, the Bible that God hates divorce. I mean, I don't want it to go down that route. But
No.
if I continue acting the way I'm acting, and I don't change, it may
Yeah.
end up to that. So
Yeah.
Um, by the way, while we're playing and having a conversation, I've managed to figure out why it was slowing down, and the video should be more crisper on your end now. Daniel, you notice how
It is.
I'm moving better, yeah. And what it is that when you have too many images on the laptop, it actually struggles.
Ah.
And a lot of people don't know that when you have too many web browsers like Chrome open,
Mm-hmm.
and people are wondering why is it struggling, like dude, you can have the most powerful laptop in the world, but if your computer has to struggle to render all those images, it's not going to process your audio first. And that's what I keep telling people. When you have too many images on your screen, your your laptop or desktop is going to struggle, and
Of course.
the audio is the first thing is going to go, and people are wondering what's going on. And I keep telling them,
You
just
got too
don't
many things up,
have too many things up, minimize them because there you go.
or even cancel them.
Or cancel them. That's even better. So, we're going technical here a little. I'm just gonna actually showcase. Where's the trying to find where my task manager went, so I can showcase with you um
There we
what
are.
what my stuff is running. I'm running a AMD with about 12 gigs of RAM. It's using only 56% here, but because it's running all those extra apps to just get things functional, I'm using about 80% of my CPU. Streaming is no cakewalk. It's not.
Hmm. Yeah.
And the most of the processing power right now is the Chrome. That's where all the encoding is done. Normally, when I stream, when it's just me, and I don't need to use StreamYard and all those bells and whistles, I would just go OBS. But if you again, I'm gonna also showcase the screen that you're looking at on my end. Hold on, let me just. It's not displaying. Huh? It's not displaying the screen. Hold on, let me just. That's not good.
Here.
Well, this is what I can do. I don't have to display the thing screen, so I'm gonna show my face like this, right? And then we're gonna go back to StreamYard so that it's. So we're doing a little sidetrack stuff here, guys. So I'm gonna pop up the banner so that to remind people of the name of the show again. Conversations with friends. And I'm also showcasing it to Daniel so that he knows when he wants to get it this complicated. You
Yeah.
have to know your technical chops, basically.
Yes.
You know,
You
could
gotta
really,
get your chops.
yeah.
Definitely.
Shows like this don't happen overnight. It just
Nope.
you just have to go through the motions. So, what I was gonna show what I was gonna show Daniel was I'm gonna go back into the StreamYard on the computer that has all the bells and whistles stuff. I'm gonna get rid of. Uh-oh. Oh, you know what? I'm not even capturing the audio on the desktop, so I'm not really worried. So I'm gonna do this. Remove from stream.
And this is why you need technical chops.
That's why you need technical. Oops. And yeah, just being a host isn't enough. You have to know your equipment and the limitations you have.
Yeah, you gotta work in that confine.
hmm So I'm gonna screen share the audio, not audio, screen share the first screen, and it
Mhm.
should pop up. Wait, I have to add it. Yeah, there it
There
goes.
you go. It's loading. There you
So, so what's happening is that when you have all your windows like this, people can notice that I'm kind of freezing and you're freezing. It's because the computer has to say, "Oh, there's too many items on the window or on the screen," and it has to struggle to render those images on the screen. And when it does that, it takes away the computing power to stream to the outside. And by the way, Nightbot is reminding me again is that my name is Alfredo Tiglo. If you want to hire me to be
go.
your super tech secrets to become a professional live streamer caster today, yeah, this is what I do and some of my skills. That's my resume and my LinkedIn, and I'm laser focused and have true grit.
True good. There you go, cowboy.
There you go.
Yeah.
So so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna minimize the desktop. I'm the desktop, the Chrome browser, and I should just have only maybe the OBS running and myself. And oh, that's the game running in the background. And it what it does is actually see how now we're a little bit more fluid when I'm moving
Yeah.
and it's not freezing. It's because the computer doesn't have to struggle
Right.
to
With
render those images on the thing. So
because of the video.
when people realize their audio's messing up, it's because their video's trying to catch up to all their stuff on their screen.
Right.
And
And that's why you have this problem, folks.
that's why you have audio problems, folks. It's because you have too many stuff on your screen trying to render.
Get
Your
rid of that
audio-
stuff, y'all. Get rid of that stuff.
Minimize it or don't run it at all. So
Exactly.
that's why when
Sound
you hear
wisdom.
that's how when you hear your audio goes first, it's because you got too much crap on your screen. Anyhow.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop screen sharing. We're gonna just go back to those. Actually, the reason why I want to screen share in Streamyard like this. Let me just get this one here, and then just change the scene here. And did you want to discuss more about the 9 plagues, or you think we're good with those?
Well,
Because
I mean,
we only listed them. We didn't go into details what they were.
yeah, we didn't. We just kind of brisk, short,
Brisk. I know it's like so short, like whoop, the ninth plague.
It's done.
But we do want to reveal the 10th plague, which, like I
Yeah,
said, we want to reveal it at the end because it is a very harsh plague,
yes.
and I do
And you
not.
guys better have your tissues ready. Have your cleaning ready. Have your snot rags.
Oh my god, the snot rag, the snot rags has to be ready on the. Oh my god.
Like, oh, good job.
Mm, mm.
Like use the
So,
part of But
so
are you guys ready?
are we gonna reveal that now towards
I
the
mean,
end?
it's
Or
up to
like,
you. If you
yeah,
want the
because
big
normally,
reveal, it's up to
yeah,
you.
I think we should reveal it because we want the show to be only like 30 minutes to an hour long. We're already in the 30-minute mark. And then
Yep.
after
So,
30 minutes, you can just shoot the breeze, talk about other stuff that you want to talk about, and
right.
it doesn't have to be. But what I wanted to share again when we talked about the different images on the screen is if if I go back to the StreamYard thing, right, and I, I bring up the screen share.
Yeah.
That's not it. Hold on, sorry. So if I bring up the screen share and all the Chrome windows there, if you notice on the left side, I'm freezing. It's because, like I said, when you have too many images on the screen and you're streaming, the first thing's gonna go is your audio.
Remember that.
Remember that, folks. Remember, because this will be a lesson learned for you, and it'll be free.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I need to switch back to this, and then minimize my window here, and then we're back to the scene. So,
There we go.
let's us reveal that 10th leg, and we do
All
want
right.
to warn you. We do want to grab those tissues.
Grab those tissues.
Grab those
It's gonna
tissues,
be a
folks.
boo-boo.
It's gonna be a boo boo. So, the 10th plague of here it says here the 10 plagues of Egypt. We only revealed, like, we skimmed, we brisked through 9, but you want to share what that 10th plague is? It hurts me because it would
Yeah.
hurt me more because I
And all
have.
your parents, you better be prepared. Be prepared. Okay,
And
parents.
it hasn't happened in a while where God released 9 plagues on us and then released the 10th plague. He didn't do that yet. It did explain in the Exodus. It was heartbreaking because even though Ramses was the enemy, you kind of felt for the guy. Like, dude, if wrath of God came upon me like that, I would like be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna bend my will and listen to you now. So, all right, Daniel, you ready for that 10th plague? I'm gonna solo
Are
you
you
so
ready?
that
You
way.
better get
Now,
your clinics ready, y'all.
I'm gonna solo you so that you can be the star of the show where you reveal the 10th plague. Here you go.
Okay, here we go, folks. You ready? You better grab your clinics. All right. Death of the firstborn.
What? That's the 10th plague? Ooh.
Ugh. Mm.
Mm-mm.
Come on now. Your
All right.
child's gonna be dead.
And we're going back to this scene again. That is the 10th plague, folks.
Death
That is-
plague.
and the reason why it's heartbreaking for me, I got a firstborn. And here's the other thing that's me. I used to be firstborn. My wife was firstborn. We'll all be dead. except for my daughter because she's secondborn.
Yeah, she'll be saved. But
So yeah, she'll be safe. And there is a light to this dark time of the 10th plague. There is a way to avoid it. Does it say in the scriptures how to avoid the 10th plague? I'm gonna solo you again.
alrighty. And how you do it is, you gotta finally give in and you gotta say, hey God, I'm not gonna be stubborn no more, and I'm gonna allow what you need to do to let you what you want to do. So just Pharaoh said, okay, God, have your way.
But there was a way to avoid the 10th plague. Does it say there in the scripture?
It says Pharaoh and Egypt begged Israel to leave Egypt. So he's saying, go. Okay, Moses, you and your people, the people of Israel, can go now. Okay, go. Go.
No, it doesn't. Wait, it doesn't say in Exodus where it says you're supposed to do something to avoid the 10th plague, other than
Well,
sit
let
there
me
and
see
take it.
here. Let me peep this out. Okay, so 1229. Looking this up, y'all. A little flippy flips here. Okay. Okay, and it said
'Cause I-
it came. Okay, the Exodus. Okay, to avoid it. Okay, so this is what it's saying. Okay. All right.
do you recall it, or do you try to
It
find
goes
it?
in a lot of details. It says right here, it says, okay, and then it came to pass
Right.
at midnight that the Lord struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh, who sat on his throne, to the firstborn of the captive who was in
Mhm.
the dungeon, and all the firstborn of the livestock. So Pharaoh rose in the night, and he and all his servants and all the Egyptians. There was a great cry in Egypt, and there was not a house where none was not one dead. That's pretty deep, y'all. Then he called for Moses and Aaron by night and said, "Rise, go out among my people, both you, the children of Israel, and go and serve the Lord that you have said. And also take your flocks and your herds, and you have said, Be gone, and bless me also." And the Egyptians urged the people that they may be sent out of all the land in haste. And they said, We shall be all dead. So all the people took their dough before it was leavened, having kneaded bowls bound up in their clothing on their shoulders. And the children of Israel had done accordingly to the word of Moses. And they had asked from all the Egyptians articles of silver, articles of gold and clothing. And the Lord had given people favor in the sight of the Egyptians. And so they had granted them what they requested. Thus they plundered the Egyptians. And then the children of Israel journeyed from Ramses to Succoth, about 600,000 men on foot, besides children. Mixed multitude went up with them also, and the flocks and the herds, and a great deal of livestock. And they baked unleavened cakes of dough, which they had brought out of Egypt, for they was not leavened, because they were driven out of Egypt and could not wait, nor had prepared provisions for themselves. Now the sojourn of the children of Israel who lived in Egypt was 430 years. And it came to pass at the 430 years, on that very same day, that it came to pass that all the armies of the Lord went out from all the land of Egypt, and a night of solemn observance to the Lord, bringing them out of the land of Egypt. Thus the night of the Lord, a solemn observance for all children of Israel throughout their generations. So, and that is what we call Passover. Boom.
Passover. Okay.
Passover.
I think I remember reading it somewhere. I don't remember exactly where in Exodus. It did talk about putting a lamb's blood on the arches of the doors, or is that?
Yeah, that's for so the death would not get to them. That was to avoid.
That's why. That's why it's
That's
called.
how you avoid the plague.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the blood of Jesus over the door.
Okay, I got
And
you.
we do that right now. That's how you avoid the plague, folks. Put the blood of Jesus. Put it all over your doors. Okay. God was talking then. Hey, if you want to avoid the coronavirus, put the blood of Jesus. Come on now.
Well, it does help if you wash your hands for 20 seconds and avoid contact
Sing
properly.
happy birthday, happy
But
birthday.
figuratively, having the blood of Jesus can help you. Well, it can directly help you be better in life, but it also probably protect you from the coronavirus. But yeah, yeah, that's why my wife and my son reminded me that it's called the Passover, the because the 10th plague of Egypt passed us over because we had the blood of Jesus
On our
either on
door.
arches on our doors. So
Yeah.
yep, yep. And while you were sharing that, I think that's a good way to kind of not end the
End it.
show, but we're just gonna go into the Dr. Mario and like, watch him fight
Dr.
some
Mario.
virus. Yeah. So after a serious conversation about about plagues and stuff, let's get into this Dr. Mario.
Let's do this. Yeah.
So
I would be playing with you too, 2-player. I'll get my Retron 7 out.
so you can actually hear the audio.
Yep.
Yeah.
Loud and clear.
Yeah. So what was cool about the Dr. Mario game when fighting viruses? Do you recall? Oh shoot.
That the viruses die.
Aye. And this is what they call flipping pills. Dr. Mario's a
Flipping pills. Yeah.
flipping pills. Oh, we gotta
Y'all
change the
that
title.
play Tetris. I mean, fan of Tetris.
Oh yeah, I played Tetris too. That was a good game.
Yeah, I know. This kind of like that offshoot of that.
It is. Uh-oh. I think I thought
That
that was an
game.
off. Yep.
You know, this was the precursor to Bejeweled.
Bejeweled? Really?
Bejeweled. And Candy Crush.
Hmm.
You know that?
No, I
Who
didn't know
would've
that.
known back in the 80s, you
Uh-huh.
know, I'm an 80s child, you know. Who would have
Right.
thought that Dr. Mario would pave the road for people right now to play like Candy Crush? And
Oh. I didn't see that connection. That's a good connection.
you see what I'm saying? Because there's a
Right.
lot of stacker games. Have you ever noticed there's been in this century now and right now, there's
Mhm.
been a huge want for stacking games,
Hmm.
you know,
Right.
stacking and getting rid of. I mean, look at Matchington Mansion,
Right.
Facebook games,
Mm-hmm.
Gardenscapes. That's another
Mhm.
stackable game right now.
Right.
Stackable games are hot.
Mm.
Who would have thunk?
Dr. Mario, which is a precursor.
Yes, exactly.
That's why I love this game so much. It's so easy.
Yeah. I used to use the Game Genie on Dr. Mario.
You cheated?
It was so hard. I just, you know, I wanted more time, and also I wanted to slow down
Mm.
because it would get pretty fast.
And a friend of mine said that the music to this game is very catchy.
Oh yeah, it is.
So I'm gonna try to finish off the last virus here.
There
And
you go.
just
Get it,
slow it
get it.
down.
You got it.
I'm gonna slow down and then dance to it. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Do the victory dance.
Victory dance. Wait, dabbing?
Dab. You're doing a dab.
Yeah, I probably did the worst dab ever. But do you know about this hashtag that's going around? I don't know if you heard of it. It's called Dance Like a Dad.
Dance like a dad. No.
I don't know what it means, like a dad. So I'm gonna put
Oh,
that
wow.
hashtag. I'm gonna put that hashtag up.
Hashtag dance like
Dance
a
like a
dad.
dad, baby. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Break it down.
My daughter was watching a show on the Teen Titans,
Yeah.
and basically they call dance like skis. So you're basically
Are
standing
you
and you're
eating?
dancing like skis like that. And it's like, what kind of dance is that? And I was looking at it and going, that's funny. And I put it, I guess, there you go. And I got that from watching my daughter watching a Teen Titans show called
Hey, at least she probably did the floss too.
The
When
floss.
the floss
No,
came out.
she. I don't think she can floss at that age. But the dance like skis one was fun. I mean, that looked easy enough. So
Yeah, it does.
yeah, it does. So
We'll do Fortnite moves.
the Fortnite moves. All right. So we're about 39 minutes into the show. Did you want to like talk about other stuff? You know, what's
Sure.
going on in your life? What
What's going on
struggles?
with you guys in
Uh, in where?
in Twitch land here?
The Twitch land. I recently just got affiliated, meaning that I can, if people subscribe to my channel,
Yeah.
I get a portion of that. I only have one subscriber. Thank God bless the guy who thinks my content is actually worth subscribing to. um, I mean, it's a long journey to get a follower base. I mean, just getting affiliate through another community called Team B42 was a blessing in itself, where
Yeah.
they help people like myself get affiliate, and then whoops, I messed that up. Um, so well, I'm kind of stuck here.
Okay.
So what I was saying, so what I was saying, sharing with you was the affiliate program through Twitch,
Uh-huh.
and I've had it since May, or
Yeah.
was it? Yeah, but I didn't do the onboarding until like August,
Ah.
and but like I said, I've had the affiliate um, requirements fulfilled in May because of Team B42, but it wasn't until August the 2019 when I actually went through the onboarding process. The onboarding process just says, "Oh, we just need your financial info." That's about it.
Ah.
But that way, in case if the payout is done, you already have your financial info squared away, and so that way the payout can happen. But so what I was saying is that I haven't really actively been, working on building a community or channel. It's because I had to, in all honesty, I had to make sure my job was secure first before I actually ventured into building a channel like this.
Well, if you want me to help, I'll help on my
Okay.
side of things to help build your client base through networking
hmm
and creativity.
Yeah, because a lot of people think that video gaming is just that's it. It's you just
Right.
play video games, but there's a lot of behind the scene things you have to do as a Twitch person to actually help grow your channel base or
Oh
community.
yeah. It
So
doesn't. You got to
no,
work at it. You got to do
no,
your homework.
it's not about just playing video games and people watch you. It's about behind the scenes stuff that you help support the community that wants to follow you. And I'm just gonna do the last dance thing
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Anyhow, um,
Nice.
so yeah, twitching isn't not about just playing video games and having fun on the side.
Nope.
A lot of people don't see the behind the scenes work it takes to
Mm-mm.
build a community, and
Yeah. Got to
that's what
work at it.
got to work at it. And what else we do now? We just finished a couple rounds. We're 42 minutes in. What else do you want
Yep.
to talk about?
43.
43. Yeah, sorry.
That's all right. I got you. Yeah, whatever, you feel led to say, my brother. I mean,
hmm
it's like this is the show of, having fun and fellowship and friends.
Right, right. And I think a lot of people are turned off by my channel saying, "Oh, why is he advertising about the church?" That's the one thing people kind of like get shunned away from is because
They're
on my
afraid.
they're afraid that that it might get converted or something. But
Exactly.
the,
I
the,
know.
the thing with my channel, it's about having fun, and I thought it
Exactly.
was fun for me to help promote my church,
Right.
and
There you go.
and that's what it's doing below it. That's the streaming times that the church goes live on Sundays.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been doing it. I've been helping them go live for about 4 years, and I think
Mm,
the fourth year, fifth year, I have now what's called a stream team. So if I were not available, or if I just said, you know what, this week I don't feel like streaming, I have a team now to help kind of cover that live stream.
there you go.
but it took me kind of 4 years to kind of build up the not infrastructure, but the kind of the workflow for the church to go live at.
Mm-hmm.
So now the church has 4 years plus worth of content in terms of special events,
Mm-hmm.
sermons, and now I have a stream team. The other thing
Awesome.
that you may see on the slideshow is, other than the times it goes live, it does show the Men's Day program. It was a past event that happened. I was only able to participate in the morning, but I had to work in the evening.
Yeah.
So that replay, I'm gonna actually hopefully put up on my social channels. I mean, it's available on YouTube if people want to know. But the thing is that I don't think I changed the title of the show. It just literally says live Sunday something, and there's no way to indicate that this is a special event. I have to go back and do it. So one of the things I do basically on my channel is I talk about what I do for my church, and I thought people would be interested because there's a lot of technical things you have to do to
Mhm.
get things running. But
Well,
because
yeah.
I'm advertising the church, people are kind of shunned away. But I do like the fact that our 333 people want to follow me.
Well, that's
I've,
good.
yeah, and I do have one subscriber, which I listed on my channel. Thank goodness he thinks my content is worth subscribing to. Kind of laugh at that, but hey, it's a great channel. I mean, you get to meet a lot of people, and it's we're here to have fun. It's a fun channel, and I'm glad that you are a guest on my channel, and
Well,
hopefully
thank
I'll
you.
yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
for being such an awesome host.
No problem, no problem. And you get to not see technically what goes on behind the scenes, but you can hear the frustration I have to deal with the technology, right? I mean, right now it's all fun and games right now because it's a lot of things going on. But I figured a few things out when I'm running two laptops at the same time. That if your laptop isn't powerful enough, you have to use a second one just to be able to
Keep up.
host it. Yeah. So yeah, I figured that out the hard way today. So and I realized, oh, that's why it's choking because I got too much stuff on the screen. So
Right. Remember, less is best.
less is best. Frugality, baby, frugality. And the cool thing about frugality, by the way, it is one of the Amazon leadership principles that is listed publicly. So I'm not really delving any private secrets about the company.
This is not a shameless plug.
No, it's not a shameless plug. I do work here, and they do have leadership principles called frugality, and it's available publicly. It's available publicly on the website. You just look it up.
Hashtag
Amazon lead.
frugality.
Okay, so it's Amazon leadership principle
Yep.
frugality.
Hashtag
Amazon.
frugality. Yeah.
I'm gonna hashtag frugality. There you go.
It sounds
Okay.
like Mortal Kombat. Frugality.
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 Finish him. No budget.
New budget. Lower tax cut.
That's funny. Yes. My daughter's asking me, what am I doing?
Having fun.
Well, I'm talking to a friend of mine, Gabby. It's okay. So, hey, it
Uh,
actually I just realized that it actually pops up on a message in the. You see how? Notice that on the bottom left
yep,
side
I
corner.
do. Right
Yeah,
on the side,
I
yeah.
forgot. I forgot it's able to do that. Whoops. Anyhow, so we have maybe 12 minutes before the hour, 1 hour marks hit. What do you want to do? Do you want me? Can you continue round of Doc tomorrow? Or do you want to wrap it up?
Well,
What you?
whichever. I'm open. Whatever you want to do, bro. I'm just
Um.
a guest. I'm a
Hmm.
guest at your hotel. So
Let me see. See if I have enough phone power because I did want to get into cleaning up my corner so I can have a working work corner thing because I basically what I'm trying to just tell you here, I have a corner office, meaning my spouse said this corner's for you, do not invade the other parts of the house. But ever since we had our roaches fumigated, oh, by the way, there is a hashtag for the roach thing. roach fiasco. I call it roaches run amok.
Roaches running amok.
Run amok. Is it running amok, or should I do roaches run amok?
Roaches run amok.
Yeah, that's the hashtag right there. So I'm gonna put that in, and the reason why my corner office here in the corner here, I can showcase it to you, but I'm embarrassed to show it, so I'm not doing it.
So
I
don't
used
do it. Don't do
I'm
it.
not doing it. So I put the hashtag called roaches run amok is because for the past 2 weeks in February, I believe, in the last 2 weeks of February, we had to vacate my apartment, and we had to literally we couldn't stay and fight them with Dr. Mario pills.
No.
We had to vacate the apartment because I had to take my cat with me. It was just it was just weird.
I know the feeling because there was a incident where I was in an apartment with my wife and it was not roaches, but they were there, but they weren't running amok. I had killed them and had to kill them, but they didn't have to fumigate or anything. Praise God, but they did do a muck, and before that there was these little bugs in another apartment I lived at, and they were running amok. And word of advice is put all your flour, if you use flour or any kind of grain, put it in the fridge. Do not leave it out because the grain beetles or the weevils or beetles.
Weevils.
Yeah, they're called weevils or grain beetles. They're little tiny things, and they will go into your flour, and they will.
What would they do to it?
They will eat it.
Just eat
and
it.
manifest it and lay their eggs in.
Oh,
Yes.
gross.
Yes. And Dr. Mario won't save that. Okay.
Nope. No.
You gotta
Dr.
use
Mario.
some wisdom.
Uh-huh.
All right. So I was like, so I'm sure everyone has some bug stories. Hashtag your own bug story.
Your own bug.
Your bug's life. You know, but
Yep.
it's just you learn, you know, when you grow up and your guys are independent and you guys are out on your own. No wisdom, please. And whatever you do, just say no to bugs.
No, the bugs.
We don't need them. We don't need no stinking
We don't need no stinking roach. We don't need no stinking roach.
You know, but yeah. But it's just yeah, I mean, I've shared experience because I'm 40. I've been through it. I've been through bugs, my share of bugs, more than, or maybe about the same. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know why God created bugs. Maybe just to bug people to repentance or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Repent because we got bugs.
Yeah, repent. Bug. You're like, I don't like them.
I'm waiting for that double solid red pill, but I'm not getting it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, hon.
There it is.
There we go.
What did the spouse say?
Oh, I don't know. Honey, were you talking to me? Anyway, she's probably talking on the phone.
Oh, I
But
got it.
anyway, but yeah.
So we're getting through a bunch of pills here, but the thing is I'm not getting the right combination to finish this level fast. That's why I'm kind of struggling.
Yeah.
I need a double yellow. Huh? Okay.
There we go.
Need a double yellow.
Yeah. Hey, Chewy, was that you? No, just kidding. Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it. Here's the double yellow. Here you go.
Yay.
Yay! Get this. Getting rid of the yellow.
Yeah.
Like,
Now you
we
just
got
got to get blue and red.
blue and red. Yeah, we're gonna get through this. We got 5 more minutes. I think
All right.
we're gonna finish off this round and then
All right.
kind of say our last hurrah towards the end and
Yeah.
thank each other for thank you for coming to my little stream and having fun,
Yes.
sharing stories. Yeah,
I went into the stream. I liked it.
like
I really liked it a lot.
yeah. Now, I have one of the things I have trouble with, and this last one is that it's hard for me to advertise the stream because I don't know when I'm gonna go live, and
Right.
and I'm trying to find that nice set schedule, but like I said, life happens and I can't.
Well, what you do is you put the disclaimer. You get the link. That's
Uh-huh.
solid. That's not going to change.
Right.
You get that link out, and you just put underneath times vary according to week. You know, that's your disclaimer. You know.
Ah, gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? So don't try to think too hard on it. You know, it's pretty cut and dry. You know, you just say we have different streams, and if the day is set, then the day is set. You know, like say you said Fridays, and if it's Fridays, you could say due to various days and times, nothing's for certain, nothing's concrete. Okay. And you put it in your own words. I mean, just put it on the thing. I mean, just short
got
and
it.
sweet. Times vary according to week.
Right.
And that way you spare yourself from having to concern yourself.
So as you can
time, you know.
right as you can see in the background, you know how I told you the corner office isn't set. Well, it's
Right.
that direction. You don't see it, but you can see where all the extra stuff went.
Yeah, it's lingering
behind
over
me.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I need to work on getting it in order. Hopefully, I have a hard deadline that's coming up March 20th, and the reason why for March 20th is I don't know if you've heard of this game. It's called Animal Crossing. It's coming out, so I want to
Animal
prepare.
Crossing, nice. I think I have. I just have to Google it just to make sure, but I believe so. So that would be a good promo.
That March 20th, that you might see Animal Crossing on my channel.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? You could pitch Animal Crossing. Hey, I just thought of an idea.
What?
I don't know. Just pray about it. It just dinged in my head, like ding.
Is it for your channel
No,
or
for
for my channel?
you. For
Okay.
you.
Did you want to share it here so that way, or do you want to share it offline?
Well, I mean, if you think people are going to steal my idea, then
No one's watching my channel, so
nothing to worry about. Okay, but when you play, okay, video games are always coming out, releasing, right?
Right.
We get a schedule of all the release dates of those video games.
I'm only focusing on the new console I purchased, which is Switch.
The new console. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And the thing is if I'm focused on getting the new games all the time, I'll be broke.
Well, no, you just review them.
Just review the release dates, not actually get the game.
Date.
Gotcha.
You don't purchase the game, you review it, and also you share it like on YouTube. You do YouTube sharing, and then you share the link, and then you have it playing in the background while you're talking about it. You see what I'm saying? So you don't even have to pay 1 cent. You have somebody else play it, but you talk about it, and then you incorporate whatever you're going to incorporate while it's playing and talking, and then bringing people on and saying, the gamers and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
I'm just saying. Just trying to think here, You see what I'm saying? It's just ideas. I'm just passing through ideas through my brain. It's always going with ideas.
I'm trying to put the away screen. What did I? Man, I put it away. I not put it away. I think I hid it because which one is it? Was it this one? Hold on, Daniel. I'm just trying to find the right scene.
Alrighty.
I thought this was it, but it's not centered. And, I'm trying to find the proper scene. I thought it was. What is it? Milk? What kind of milk is it? Is that the new milk?
It says expired to the 16th.
Wow. Just
I would call
do this. No. Don't throw it away. Warm it up. Okay, throw it away then. It tastes weird. It doesn't taste like real milk.
It tastes like milk, looks like milk, but it ain't milk.
But it ain't milk.
Hey, I would call your manufacturer. Or do you have a receipt? Take it back. Get your money back.
That's probably what we're gonna do.
Or replace it, you know. Hashtag be thrifty.
Okay, get rid of it.
Ooh, she sound like it really went down the wrong pipe.
So, I think what I did was I replaced the what do you call it? The task. Yeah, it was a task manager I had running, and that's what I did. I replaced the image from task manager with that.
Yeah.
So that's why I couldn't find it. It's because I disabled this one.
It was hidden.
It was hidden. Where's task manager?
Hashtag Sherlock. Good job, Sherlock.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. So it used to be that's because I guess I didn't add this extra scene, so that's why it looks like that. So now, but I mean, I wanted to end the show with probably just you and I like this.
Okay.
Unless actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna solo this one. Wait, solo. Where's my solo? Okay. And this is our, I guess, ending scene. And I got to get rid of the Friends and Fellowship one. There
you go.
So that's the show. I guess it's like 30. It was about the plagues. We initially had the episode 2, but we lost 16 minutes of that video. What's up?
Yeah, we did 16. Yep, 16 minutes. Yeah, we did. What is that? But
okay. So my spouse is asking me to do research right now.
Alrighty.
What to do with spoiled milk? So I'm looking up some info about what to do when we
ingest
spoiled milk.
Well, ingest spoiled milk. Hashtag.
I'm just gonna put the link in the chat here and sharing it with new folks.
Well and good.
Well, good. So, unlike cheese, it wasn't quite sure. Wait. It just says a bad toll and GI tract. So, food poisoning, staying hydrated, get Pedialyte,
electrolytes, probably prune juice. Cleanse your body out if you want. That's like
we can if you you basically got food poisoning. So it can hurt. It doesn't hurt to go. A hard fast rule: recommend never eat, never drink that hasn't been pasteurized. It hasn't been pasteurized, probably. That's why it tastes like that. As you
Right.
learn, children can. Okay, here you go, honey. I'll give you the link.
I don't need the link. I just need to read it.
Okay, here you go. So that's the end of the show. Just gotta end it. Hold on,
Okay.
and then we'll just continue conversation on the phone.
I got you.
The show's over. We're gonna go read about